Hello, W1CQ again with another hams over IP video, a VoIP service that you can dial extensions to your friends if they're on the same system. We have conference rooms, and we also have some all-star nodes that you basically dial into, like the East Coast Reflector, Digital Voice Scotland, Digital Voice New Zealand, the Freestar Network, and Extended Freedom Network over here in the UK. Basically, what this website is, what you see here, I included the link in the video. Since Hams over IP, Hamshack Hotline has finished, another VoIP service, we have done an incredible amount of work bringing new features. And one of the features for Cisco phones, 3 series and 5 series, and I do believe the 7 series and the 8 series VoIP phones, rather than filling out all the details manually, you can follow the simple steps and create your own file and load that into the phone. Well, not quite load it, but I should carry on with this and I'll actually show you how it actually works. Well, once you've actually applied for your extension and you've got your credentials, there's one or two things you need to copy and paste over. Make sure if you are copy and pasting that you copy all the characters. Even if you're actually typing over the characters from your credentials in the email to this, you need to make sure you've got the uppercase letters and lowercase letters, and make sure you've got everything over, because if you miss one item, miss one character, it won't actually work. So anyway, you've got this, got your call sign here. I've done roughly the time on here, but it doesn't really matter for the moment. VoIP service 1, this will be on line 1. The only thing I would recommend before you actually do this is, if I go into my actual phone itself and show you. So try this on 2 extensions I have with my admin status, and one of the lines was actually provisioned, but it didn't actually turn on the phone. Go to the phone tab. This is a 525G2, by the way. Line key 1, because obviously this will be extension 1. Set that to 1 and apply config all the way down the bottom here. Submit all changes. That's it. Come all the way back up to the top. Go to provisioning and set that to yes and submit changes. Right, come out of that. Okay. Now you've got your credentials. For the purpose of an argument, I've copied and pasted my password over so you don't actually see it. Extension and user ID, that's your extension you have been given. In my case, it's my EU1. This is just a pre-typed example of your PBX. So if you are in the States, you need to type what you see there on there, and I'm not, so I'm in the UK, so it's PBX EU dot hams over IP.com. Make sure you got the spelling correctly. Now, if you were doing this manually within the configuration of your 525 WebGuru, you would actually put a double colon and 5160 at the end of the PBX address. On this handy little tool, you do not have to, it does it for you. And as it is, you see there, the port 5160. Short name, what you want labelled on the phone. I forgot to tell you something. I forgot to show you something. Go back on here. Open this up. Info status. I can't show you the actual phone I'm doing because I don't know that type of camera. As you can see down here, status 1, which will be line 1, is not registered. So do take note of that. Label. This is what will be displayed on the phone, on the front of the screen. So I'll put HOIP EU extension 20001. Now you can play about with this later on if you particularly wish in the phone web interface, and I don't know how many characters you got for this or how many characters the display would actually take, but it would actually take that. I've done this before just to make sure I get it all working, and that's basically it. Now you can also tab down and do service 2 or service 3. If you've got other extensions, you can also do your side console, put the script in, and it would do that for you if you've got a sidecar for you. The 500S doesn't say 500DS, but I would assume it would actually do the DS as well. When I apply config, I want to copy this bit here. Okay, like very similar you actually did when you started with Hamshack Hotline, where you actually copied and pasted your provisioning script. Come all the way over here, just double check this, check my spelling, start to lean forward. Yep. Yeah, I think I've got everything right. Go all the way down and generate config. Well, you can download it if you wish, but you can scroll down and see here. This is already done for you. And all you do is copy and paste. So you highlight this. Here we go. It's mucking about. Copy that. Open up your window. Now if I quickly grab the phone, because I'm going to need the IP address. One moment, please. There it is. You paste over the URL you copied, and before you hit enter, delete where it says phone -IP and put in your IP address, and mine is 192.168.1.209 and enter. Click here. I know you do down here. The phone is starting to reboot, and the phone has been registered. Because you've turned on provisioning, click advanced, because you clicked on provisioning, and you've ticked that box, and you've opened up the line 1 and line 2 in the phone tab, if you remember. There you go, extension 1 to number 1. The phone has now been provisioned. You don't have to wait in the UK and Asian Pacific, where your phone would start straight away and you've got an outside line. For our American friends, your provisioning, regardless whether you do it this way or manually on any phone, it won't be live until after 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the States. That's only for the Americans for the moment. So 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's about 9 o'clock here in the UK, your PBX extension will be created. You can set up your phone before then if you wish, but the line won't be active until then. I just scroll down here. There you go, extension 1, line 1 on the phone is registered. And I'll just quickly bring it over here. And you can hear that, and that tells you I've actually got an outside line. And that's all you have to do. Doesn't take long. You're not worried about settings. Does it all for you on extension 1. So I'll scroll down here. Puts the PBX in with a 5160 on the end. Does your display name, does the password, authority ID, user ID, and it's all there for you. And it also puts in the short name in the phone tab screen when the cursor is what is actually displayed on the screen. And that's it for you. If you purchase a 525G2 from the UK, try Gordon on eBay. I've had 2 525s from him. Doesn't always have them for sale, but if you don't buy it from him and you're buying it obviously from eBay or buying it from anywhere else, make sure that the phone is unlocked, password free, and the customization is open. I'll show you this again. Okay, 525G2, firmware 7.6.2F is the latest. You can still download the update files for you when you do a search on Google, and the customization is open. You can unlock it if it's locked to Vodafone, but it's a little bit more work and I haven't done anything like that. So I like things nice and easy and simple. Don't make it difficult for ourselves. And that's it there. You've configured your own phone. In fact, on line 1, where all those details are, you would have to manually put this in if you're doing it the old way. Why make it difficult for yourself if you're not too sure? You might use the service and the tools we make available for you. This is also available on Polycom Phones. I haven't looked at the Polycom program, as I don't have a Polycom phone, but the process will be exactly the same. Another fantastic service from you, from Hams over IP, and the tools available to you so you can program your Cisco phone. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe. And tell everybody about our service. Amateur radio from a phone that actually works. 73s. Bye for now.